What's up, y'all? Quincy here. How is everybody? Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we feeling good? I'm feeling good. Wanna know why? Because it is finally fall. Wait a minute, that's not right. Fall. This is so stupid. I actually love fall. The only thing is that I live in Florida and there's no fall here, so I don't really get to enjoy it this year. So that's kind of a bummer. But one day again soon, I will live in a place with leaves that change colors, with the cool temperatures, and that will be glorious and I will enjoy it. But until then, we remain here in Florida. I'm already seeing people online talking about cuffing season, about how they want to boo, how they want to cuddle up to someone in the colder weather. We don't have colder weather down here in Miami, but I understand the sentiment of wanting to have a boo, someone to spend our time with, someone to cuddle with at night, someone to go out with, someone to sit on the balcony with and drink wine.
I'm alone, I am not lonely.
I said I was gonna stay single in one of my videos this summer, and I meant it. I stayed single, I haven't done any dates, I haven't really been romantic, and honestly, it's going very well. I'm enjoying my life, things are good, and although sometimes it does get a little bit lonely, I'm definitely enjoying my own presence, my independence. And something else that's positive that has come out of all of this is me putting effort into my relationships with my friends and trying to realize that those relationships are just as important as a romantic relationship, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I really had an amazing summer. I got to travel, I got to start up this YouTube channel, which is growing, and it's really cool to see it grow. And I got to spend time with friends, I got to spend some time with family. You know, it's really been great. And I'm gonna talk a lot about all of my life shit in this video just because this is my seasonal life update video. But yeah, I am happy still, and it's nice. As many of you know, I don't work a traditional office job. I quit my job at the beginning of this year when I decided to leave New York and move down to Florida. And something that I've been seeing a lot in the news, which is really interesting to me, is this idea or this term, the Great Resignation. Having worked in office jobs and then working from home during COVID and then finally deciding to quit after going back and forth for months about what I should do, it feels like everything that I'm seeing people go through right now is what I went through over the past couple of years. I know it's a shitty feeling to constantly be doubting and to be wondering, oh, should I be doing this job? Being unhappy at your job sucks. And luckily, I am very privileged in the regard that I can make money in other places, like OnlyFans, like YouTube now, which I'll talk about later. It's a little bit of privilege because, you know, not everyone has the privilege to be able to have an internet connection or to have a nice camera or to have an iPhone to take YouTube videos or whatever. Not everyone has that ability, has that time, has that freedom. But at the same time, it's something that I have pursued. I know that I'm not happy in an office environment. I know that I'm not happy working for other people. I prefer to be autonomous in a lot of the things that I do. I'm 26 now and I've done a lot of things alone in my life. Not only does doing all these things alone make you more independent, it also makes you more mature, and it kind of teaches you that you don't need all of the noise around you in life. Since moving to Miami, I have done a lot less going out. I've been kind of just chilling at home a lot. Apart from the trips that I've done, I've been working on myself, working on my YouTube channel. I think it's helped me grow a lot this year and move, if anything, just a step closer to kind of understanding what I want to do in this life. I actually love seeing all this Great Resignation stuff just because I can empathize with people who are going through this. It's not easy, it's not fun, it's very stressful, and stress has a terrible effects on your body. I wish anyone who is struggling with trying to decide whether to stay in their job or to change careers or whatever, I wish you all the best of luck. I wish you strength and just go with your gut because you know deep down what is best for you. If you have a plan, if you know how you're gonna pay your bills, and you can figure that out, just go with your gut. Cut out all the doubt, cut out all the back and forth. You know what you think is best for you. Just make sure you have a plan and just to stay true to yourself. That is my advice. I think a lot of millennials are starting to realize that the world that we are living in is not the world that our parents grew up in. And I think Gen Z are actually a little bit ahead of millennials because they kind of already realize that everything is a little bit fucked up and they're not already 5-10 years into their career or however long. They have seen kind of the shit show that is going on around us, and they're saying, I don't really want any part in this office job, or I don't want any part in going to college and racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. To me, it's a really interesting phenomenon to see. I guess we'll see how long it lasts, how long it goes on. And honestly, I think because of all this, it's a great opportunity for people to start educating themselves on how to make passive income, how to have other sources and streams of income. That's what I'm currently trying to do, and I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want to spend my life sitting in an office or taking orders from a boss. Maybe someday I will have to, whether that's in a year, 6 months, 10 years, whatever. I know that, all of this could just go away in a second, and I plan for that. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope I can continue to be autonomous. Of course, you never know what life will throw at you. But the thing is, that's with any job. I may never know if my OnlyFans or my YouTube income will just fall flat, but you also never know if you're ever gonna get fired at your job or let go. Most things are not in your control, but some things are, and it's a great opportunity to figure out, how you can help yourself out in this time. That kind of falls into line with where I am in my life. I feel like I've gotten over the hurdle of my quarter life crisis, which I was gonna make a video about a few months ago when I was really struggling. But I've been, calm and happy and at peace. And I've been doing things that really make me feel good, things that are good for me, healthy for my body. I started physical therapy after putting it off for months. I've tried to be eating healthier. I've started traveling and going to see friends who I haven't seen in years. And I've just been being selfish. And I'm not talking about selfish in the way that we commonly perceive it to be. I definitely mean it more so in the sense of I'm putting myself first because this is my life and I need to figure out what works best for me. It's not that I'm, being a selfish bad person. It's just that I'm prioritizing my well-being, my goals, and my life. I feel like this entire summer, pretty much since my birthday, I've been in a really good place. There's just been a few hiccups here and there, as there, always will be, but I've been very happy and I've been very healthy, and I am very grateful for all of that. Whenever I'm out socializing at a party or meeting new people or whatever, and I tell them my age, they're still always like, oh my gosh, you're such a baby. And I'm like, damn, I'm 26 now, I'm not that young. I'm waiting for the day when people are not calling me a baby anymore. I'm not excited for it, but it's just kind of funny because I've always been the baby in my life. I'm the youngest cousin, I'm the youngest sibling. I was always the youngest in my grade because I skipped kindergarten. So I've always been the baby. One day I know that's gonna change, but for now I will continue in my role of being el bebé. I don't know how much of a baby I am with this beard coming along though. Still gotta fill in on the sides and grow up a little bit more here. It's patchy, but it's gonna fill in at some point. It's gonna be glorious. I turned 26 in May. I have about 3.5 more years of life in my 20s, and I plan to enjoy them. I plan to take advantage of my youth and try to figure out the best way forward for me in this life. And then if that all fails, when I'm 30, I'll go back to school or get a job or something. But for now, I'm going down my route. It's kind of been a long time coming for me to be confident in myself and just trust myself in these decisions of, all right, you're gonna do your own thing and you're gonna take the time to figure out what it is you really want. Whereas in the past, I kind of was going along with what society wanted me to do, going to college, which I did want to go to college, but I wasn't really sure what I really wanted to do. And I think this idea of having this one thing that you want to do for your whole life is such bullshit. I'm starting to realize that as children, we were all kind of forced to adhere to this societal norm of having a career and being in one job for your whole life. I remember in 4th grade, we took career quizzes. I'm 8 years old. Why the fuck would I know what I want to do when I'm 25, 35, 45, 55? It's just not realistic, especially in today's world where there's so much opportunity, so many new ways to earn money, so many different career paths that you could take. And people are not staying in careers their whole adult life. They're doing something for 10 years and then something for 5 years and then opening their own business. There's just so much more out there if you actually take the time to kind of think about what you want. So that's my journey right now. It was a struggle starting YouTube. I was very self-conscious, and now those feelings have kind of melted away. I don't really care about what people think about my YouTube channel anymore. I don't care about what people think on my Instagram. Obviously, I want the channel to grow and stuff, But after having put out, you know, the first 15, 20, however many videos I put out, I've started to realize that people are gonna like me or they're not. I don't need to try to make anyone like me. If you like me, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. I don't like everyone. We're not all meant to like each other. So I don't have those worries anymore, which I think is a little bit of self-growth. When I was living in New York, I was saying, you know, if I went back to Florida, like it would be a mistake. It would be kind of going backwards instead of moving forwards. And I now realize after, you know, 6 months of living here again, I just needed silence. I needed to get away from the city, away from everything that went on during COVID, during my previous relationship. And I just needed kind of to take the time to be me and to find peace. And I definitely have found that. Florida is an interesting place. I've said it many times before. I don't think I could live anywhere else apart from Miami in Florida. And I don't think I will live here forever. We'll see. I definitely won't live here forever. I don't know how much longer I will live here. I'm currently trying to decide whether or not to sign another year lease in February. I have a few months to figure it out, but I feel like I will probably stay another year just to continue with this momentum that I've been building, to continue with the good vibes. I've realized that New York City is not for me, although I could see myself living there again for a short period of time, but it will never be, you know, the home that I once thought it might be. It's way too hectic for me. There's way too many people. I appreciate nature and I appreciate beauty. And that's kind of a struggle that I'm going through right now, is just trying to figure out where to live. And I think that's kind of a struggle that I'm going through right now, is just trying to figure out where I want to live and where I want to settle down. And this idea of settling down is kind of foreign to me, just because throughout my entire life I've moved around a lot. When I was a kid, I moved to 4 different states. My parents moved after I went to college. I went to Spain, I came to Florida, I went to New York. So I've always been just kind of moving around. And I think that says a few things about my life, whether or not this is just something I kind of grew up seeing and now I'm carrying it into my adult life. I don't know. But I realized there are good things about moving and there are also negative things about moving. It's very expensive. It's hard to get accustomed to a new place. It's hard to make new friends. But at the same time, it's really great to get a breath of fresh air and to experience a new place, new people, a new culture. And that's kind of something that always has driven me in life. It feels like I'm learning about a new place or new people, and that's something that really brings joy to me. But I realize that I can't keep moving every year or 2 years or 3 years. I have to have a home base. So trying to figure out where that home base is kind of difficult for me. I love Miami, but it's so hot all the time. I miss my sweater weather. It's very hard to wear sweaters here. Honestly, almost every single day, I dream about moving back to Maine, having a cabin in the mountains, in the forest, with snow, and having a dog. And I feel like that would just be my perfect place. I don't think I can do it now because I would get way too lonely. All right. My camera overheated, so I don't really know where I was. Long story short, I'm not moving yet. I'm gonna move at some point, but I don't know when. So yeah, that's that. I really enjoyed my time in Spain. I hadn't been back in about 3.5 years, and it was just amazing to see my friend Javi, to see people that I hadn't seen in so long, and to kind of experience the city again now in my life. It's, you know, it's still the same beautiful city that I remember, and I think I appreciate it even more now, just being a little bit older and having kind of lived in different places. It feels like home. It feels like there is a quality of life there that is not found here in the United States. And I have friends there. I have beautiful memories there. Don't mind me while I like Anyway, I love Madrid. I love Spain. I love the people there. They've affected my life so much in the most positive way. I have overactive tear ducts. Oh. Happy tears. Happy tears. Okay, alright. I think something that really helped me this summer was just how dedicated I became to making videos, and I saw a lot of growth over the summer. It's something that's really exciting for me. I don't have a goal of how many subscribers I want or how much views I want to be making. Maybe I should, and maybe that's something that I will develop over time. But right now, I'm just really happy to be doing something that, you know, excites me, and something that is creative, and something that I can kind of just explore, and I'm gonna continue to do that on YouTube. I was monetized a little over a month ago, and I've started making some money, which is really cool. Obviously, it's not a lot of money because my channel is super small still, but you know, I barely posted anything for most of September, and I was just making money. And that's, you know, passive income. That's something that's really awesome, and it's kind of exciting for me to be able to see, because who knows what it will be like in 2 years or a year, or however long. I've had success in growing social media platforms in the past. A lot of the time that has just been based off of my looks, or, you know, taking my shirt off, or being naked, whatever. But this time it's kind of a little bit more meaningful for me, because it's actually showing, you know, the true Quincy and who I am, and I'm able to kind of have creative freedom in whatever I want to make, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a stupid reaction video, smoking weed, or if it's something that I really care about, like the gay dating one. I'm gonna be exploring things as I go, just like I have been all summer. I don't know if I'll ever have a niche. I know people say that you should have a niche because it will really help your channel grow a lot more. I know that's a fact, and I know that works, but I don't think it's the only way to make it work. I'm not really looking for huge success or anything, so I'm happy with what I'm doing now. And if I realize that that needs to change at some time, I'll change that. I don't know what to be for Halloween. Some of my old costumes in the past, I was like a sexy UPS guy, I was a sexy Batman, always something sexy, right? That's just what it means to be gay. It's just like a requirement of being gay. Like, you have to at least 1 year have like a sexy costume. Anyway, this year I want to be something like not sexy. I want to be just something funny or fun. So I was thinking maybe a Teletubby. I'm gonna get back to y'all on that. I don't know, I don't always celebrate Halloween. I really like Halloween. I always have a pumpkin and decorations, but I don't always go out, just because I don't always have people to go out with. But yeah, I really love Halloween. I love the holidays. I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. Mariah Carey. I've tried really hard not to talk about Mariah Carey on this channel. Christmas time is coming, so there will be a Mariah Carey themed Christmas video at some point. I haven't even thought about this yet, but just thinking about it now makes me so excited. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you guys have any ideas of like holiday themed or fall themed or Halloween themed videos that you want me to do, or something that you want to see from me that would be fun, maybe a live stream, I don't know. Put ideas in the comments. You know, I'm all for whatever. I just like having a fun time, and I like making people feel happy or smiley or funny or whatever, because life is for enjoying. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to update y'all on. I'm waiting for my YouTube pin. It was supposedly sent like 4 weeks ago, but they're all delayed due to COVID, so once I get my pin, that'll be like the official monetized thing, and I'll make a video on that for other small YouTube channels looking for advice, or just kind of how the process goes for someone who has been monetized. I'm really happy right now, I don't know, overall, and I hope you are too. So continue to strive for happiness and your best self, and continue to grow, and continue to be awesome. And until we meet again, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you would like to. If you don't want to, then that's fine, but you should. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.